Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel of Indian Astrology. Today we will discuss the first house of the horoscope, but before that, we will cover some basic information about the entire horoscope. I will be teaching you in YouTube channel of Indian Astrology from the basics to advanced levels. First, it's important to know that the horoscope has 12 houses, 12 zodiac signs, and 9 planets, but 2 of these planets are considered shadow planets. First, we will learn about the 12 houses of the horoscope and where they are located in the birth chart. First, the first house comes here. Then the second house comes here. After that, the third house comes here. And then the fourth house comes here. Later, the fifth house comes here. Then the sixth house comes here. After that, the seventh house comes here. And then the eighth house comes here. Later, the ninth house comes here. Then the 10th house comes here. After that, the 11th house comes here. And finally, the 12th house comes here. The 12 houses are always fixed. That means the 12 houses never change. Now we will learn about the 12 zodiac signs. The positions of these 12 signs and 9 planets in the 12 houses of the horoscope will be changed depending on the person's date of birth, place of birth, and exact time of birth. Now we know the names of all 12 zodiac signs. And we know the numbers assigned to each of those signs. Aries is number 1. Taurus is number 2. Gemini is number 3. Cancer is number 4. Leo is number 5. Virgo is number 6. Libra is number 7. Scorpio is number 8. Sagittarius is number 9. Capricorn is number 10. Aquarius is number 11. And Pisces is number 12. The names of the 9 planets are Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Among these, Rahu and Ketu are called shadow planets. The zodiac signs and planets are connected to each other by numbers. This is referred to as the ruling planet of the zodiac sign. Out of the 9 planets, 7 are assigned ownership of the zodiac signs. Rahu and Ketu are not assigned physical signs. The Sun is assigned to only one zodiac sign, which is Leo, and the zodiac sign number for Leo is 5. The Moon is assigned only one zodiac sign, which is Cancer, and the ruling planet number for Cancer is 4. The planet Mars is assigned to 2 zodiac signs, Aries and Scorpio. The zodiac sign number for Aries is 1, and the zodiac sign number for Scorpio is 8. The planet Mercury is assigned to 2 zodiac signs, Gemini and Virgo. The zodiac sign number for Gemini is 3, and the zodiac sign number for Virgo is 6. The planet Jupiter has been assigned 2 zodiac signs, which are Sagittarius and Pisces. The zodiac sign number for Sagittarius is 9 and the zodiac sign number for Pisces is 12. The planet Venus is assigned to 2 zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. The zodiac sign number for Taurus is 2, and the zodiac sign number for Libra is 7. The planet Saturn is assigned 2 zodiac signs, Capricorn and Aquarius. The zodiac sign number for Capricorn is 10, and the zodiac sign number for Aquarius is 11. Each house, sign, and planet in a horoscope has its own unique characteristics. By studying and combining all these characteristics, we can predict the future of any individual. In today's video, we will study and discuss the first house of the horoscope in detail. What is the first house? The first house of the horoscope house is formed by the zodiac sign rising in the east at the time of a person's birth. This is the most important house in the horoscope because the remaining 11 houses are counted from it. The first house is called as ascendant house, body house and self house. Question: what does the first house represent? Answer: the first house represents a person's entire personality. Who am I? The identity of the soul. The first house shows a person's ego. Not in the sense of arrogance, but rather their sense of self. How I see myself, my self-esteem, my self-confidence, and my perspective on life. The first house doesn't reveal what you think, but rather how you think. It indicates your decision-making style, risk-taking ability, fears or courage, and whether you have an optimistic or pessimistic outlook. The first house determines how you move forward in life, whether you will be a leader or a follower, whether you create circumstances or circumstances control you. The first house indicates what people feel when they meet you for the first time: magic, fear, respect, or attraction. A person can make an impact without saying a word. That is the power of the ascendant sign. The first house indicates the native's style of working. Whether they work quickly or slowly, alone or in a team, under pressure or at ease. The first house indicates how you protect yourself, whether people can overpower you or not, and whether you are able to say no. The first house is the mirror of life. As you are on the inside, so will your life appear on the outside. If a person has a weak ascendant, their life will constantly present challenges. If a person has a strong ascendant, they will turn challenges into opportunities. The profound truth of the first house is that in the birth chart, the first house represents the soul, while the other 11 houses represent the parts of the body. This means that if the soul is strong, the entire body is strong. The first house is not just about the body, it represents your entire existence. Your destiny, struggles, and successes all begin with this house. The first house alone does not give results. The first house gives results in conjunction with the planets, zodiac sign, aspects, conjunctions, and the Lord of the Ascendant. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Aries sign ascendant, means first house have first number sign. So it means the sun is in the first house. It forms an auspicious yoga, beneficial planetary combination. This increases the native's self-confidence, leadership qualities, fame, government recognition, and strength of character. If the sun is exalted in the native's horoscope, meaning it is in the Aries sign, it forms a Raja Yoga, royal combination. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Libra sign ascendant, means first house have 7th number sign. So it means the sun is debilitated in the native's horoscope, meaning it is in the Libra sign, the native's ego is diminished. However, if the sun is in the first house with an inauspicious yoga, the native may experience arrogance, anger, estrangement from their father, and problems related to the head and eyes. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Taurus sign ascendant, means first house have second number sign. So it means the moon is in a favorable position in the first house of a person's birth chart. The person will have a gentle face, will be connected to the public, and will gain popularity. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Scorpio sign ascendant, means first house have 8th number sign. So it means the moon is in an unfavorable position in the first house of a person's birth chart. The person will experience mental instability, will frequently change their decisions, and will constantly feel fear and anxiety. If the moon and Rahu are conjunct in a person's birth chart, it is called Gran Yoga. Because of this, the person experiences mental confusion. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Capricorn sign ascendant, means first house have 10th number sign. So it means Mars is favorably placed in the first house. It makes the native courageous, energetic, and protective. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Cancer sign ascendant, means first house have 4th number sign. So it means Mars is unfavorably placed in the first house. It makes the native short-tempered, prone to accidents, and susceptible to blood-related ailments. If Mars is in the ascendant place in first house, it is called Mongol dosha. If Mars is in Aries, Capricorn, or Scorpio, it is considered exalted or strong. If Mars is in Cancer, it is considered debilitated or weak. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Virgo sign ascendant, means first house have 6th number sign. So it means Mercury is favorably placed in the first house. It makes the native intelligent, enhances communication skills, and creates opportunities for business success. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Pisces sign ascendant, means first house have 12th number sign. So it means Mercury is unfavorably placed in the first house. It weakens the native's nervous system and increases confusion and overthinking. If Mercury is in Virgo, it is considered exalted and bestows sharp intelligence upon the native. If Mercury is in Pisces, it is considered debilitated or weak and causes mental weakness in the native. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Pisces sign ascendant, means first house have 12th number sign. So it means Venus is favorably placed in the first house. It bestows beauty upon the native, makes them artistic, and increases their charm. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Virgo sign ascendant, means first house have 6th number sign. So it means Venus is unfavorably placed in the first house. It makes the native pleasure-seeking, increases laziness, and creates confusion in relationships. If Venus is in Pisces, it is considered exalted. It gives the native divine charm. If Venus is in Virgo, it is considered debilitated or weak, and it leads the native into inappropriate relationships. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Cancer sign ascendant, means first house have 4th number sign. So it means Jupiter is favorably placed in the first house. It bestows knowledge upon the native, grants blessings, and increases respect. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Capricorn sign ascendant, means first house have 10th number sign. So it means Jupiter is unfavorably placed in the first house. It increases laziness, promotes obesity, and leads to overconfidence. If Jupiter is in Cancer, it is considered exalted. It gives the native divine charm. If Jupiter is in Capricorn, it is considered debilitated or weak. It makes the native generous in their actions but weak in professionalism. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Libra sign ascendant, means first house have 7th number sign. So it means Saturn is favorably placed in the first house. It bestows patience and discipline upon the native and leads to long-term success. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Aries sign ascendant, means first house have first number sign. So it means Saturn is unfavorably placed in the first house. It increases fear and sadness in the native's mind and causes delays in work. If Saturn is in Libra, it is considered exalted and grants the native the yoga of a great karma yogi, one who performs selfless action. If Saturn is in Aries, it is considered debilitated or weak and brings struggles to the native. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Taurus sign ascendant, means first house have second number sign. When Rahu is favorably placed in the first house, it gives the native a unique identity, provides opportunities for foreign travel, and bestows technical intelligence. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Scorpio sign ascendant, means first house have 8th number sign. So it means Rahu is unfavorably placed in the first house. It increases confusion in the native's mind, promotes addiction, and exacerbates identity crises. If Rahu is in the Taurus sign, it is considered auspicious and grants the native great wealth. If Rahu is in the Scorpio sign, it is considered debilitated or weak and encourages the native to engage in wrongdoings. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Scorpio sign ascendant, means first house have 8th number sign. So it means Ketu is favorably placed in the first house. It bestows spiritual power and detachment upon the native. Let's take example. Assume if any person has Gemini sign ascendant, means first house have 3th number sign. When Ketu is unfavorably placed in the first house, it causes a lack of self-confidence and feelings of loneliness. If Ketu is in the Scorpio sign, it is considered auspicious. It makes the native a great innovator. If Ketu is in the Gemini sign, it is considered debilitated or weak and reduces the native's speaking, thinking, and intellectual abilities. Question: what is the main significator of the first house? Answer: physical build, face, eyes, height, health and immunity, self-confidence, way of thinking, life's direction, temperament, personal influence, strength of spirit. If the ascendant is strong, a person can overcome life's difficulties, even if the rest of the horoscope is weak. Question: what are the consequences of the first house and personality being strong or weak? Answer: if the first house is strong, it results in an attractive personality, self-confidence, leadership qualities, good health, and clear thinking. If the first house is weak, it results in timidity, negative thinking, confusion in decision-making, frequent illness, and mental stress. Question: what are the reasons for the first house being afflicted? Answer: This includes situations where the first house is aspected by malefic planets like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, or Mars. If a debilitated planet is present in the ascendant. If the lord of the ascendant is weak. If a debilitated or combust planet is present in the first house. If the ascendant is influenced by Rahu and Ketu. If the lord of the ascendant is in the 6th, 8th, or 12th house. Or if there is a conjunction of malefic planets in the first house. Question: what problems does a person face if the first house in their horoscope is afflicted? Answer: when the first house is afflicted, it leads to a lack of self-confidence, physical defects in the person's face or body, increased mental stress, fear, repeated failures, difficulty in making decisions, health problems, and a lack of respect from others. Question: what are the remedies for the first house? Answer: rise before sunrise, offer water, arghya, to the sun daily, and recite the Gayatri mantra or Aditya Hridaya Stotra. Exercise regularly, yoga, walking, to align energy. Meditate for 10 to 15 minutes to manage emotions. Keep the body, hair, and nails clean. Use copper vessels for drinking water. Donate wheat, jaggery, or red cloth on Sundays. Journaling to improve self-awareness and avoiding negative self-talk.